Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent, chase a chick, never chase a.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Kiera.
This is Leah.
And it's Solo.
And you are listening to He Said, We Said Special Edition. We are doing an episode fully on verses.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Our first verses is, when do you call it quits on fighting for the one? Now, I'm not going to say who came up with this verses.
Man, come on, both of y'all.
But it ain't.
I'm here for it, though. I want to know
right,
your answer.
Because God forbid y'all do some fighting.
Oh, that's what we're doing?
You see who had to come up with it.
Okay, well, tell us about it then.
No, I was just, so it pretty much stemmed from, I guess, watching Insecure and whatnot. And just, you're caught in that limbo. Like, Issa's trying to make a decision between one guy and the other guy. And obviously somebody's going to have to lose out. But at what point do you stop fighting to be with that person before they become, the one that got away, right?
Okay.
And I think I would probably be fighting somewhere in between the engagement period.
Oh,
Wait
so this is on
second.
some Love and Basketball, I Play for Your Heart stuff.
Damn. Well, the one that got away, right?
Oh,
If she's really going to be the one that got away,
You're fighting
Like,
until
I'm
the
Wait a
engagement.
second. Are you standing up at somebody's wedding?
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Wedding,
Okay.
I'm going to let you be.
But you
I'm
will
not
at the
about to.
engagement party.
As I guess, and I don't even think that's really romantic. I think we just really seen that episode of Different World too many times.
Y'all
But
do like that scene.
Y'all do.
thinking
I'd be
about
damn.
it and playing it out in my head, like in reality, I don't think I'm really ready to just start scrapping that no wedding over no. I'm not doing it.
Because you know
Honestly-
the fists are coming.
Well, I mean,
No, obviously.
I'm not going up there by myself. Was Dwayne there by himself or did
He
Ron
stood
come?
up. He
Did
stood
Ron
up.
come with him?
I
No, he's
don't
by
know.
himself.
See, I'm
Walking
pretty
up.
sure you have to fight the family off. At least the groomsmen.
But then do you want
At
to...
least the groomsmen.
Do you want to stay? See, for me, it's like you got to take that L, period, and don't even bother because, all right, you did all of that. You ruined the wedding. Hopefully, she is like, okay, I'm gonna leave this man and get with you. But if she does do that, now you got to deal with the family moving forward. So she, to me, it's just not worth
But that's
it.
my thing, though. If she chooses you, the family need to get in line. The family, fuck all the drama that we had in between.
At the
You know what I'm
wedding that
saying?
everybody paid for.
Unless this is just really like you're leaving this millionaire for, me and my 60,000.
Well,
you know
he
what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, but he
if
was
I'm
pretty.
the family, I'd be a little resentful then. Huh?
Well, and maybe
He
they
was
didn't
pretty
like you to
well-to-do,
begin with.
though.
He was.
So,
He was. And I mean, Dwayne Wade, what was he, a professor?
not yet, I feel. I don't even know he was there yet.
Yeah, but there's that history, man.
Look, the
There's that
family
history.
don't like you. You broke. Now you done ruined this wedding that we done paid all this money for. You ruined the special day.
My
Now my
father would stand
child
up.
decided also that they was going to go back to the broke man that we didn't like.
But see,
Oh,
here's the
nah,
thing,
don't bother coming for Thanksgiving.
Here's the thing. I said I would not do that.
Okay,
I
yes,
said
yes.
the engagement period is where I would be, trying to work my magic. Like, hey, trying to do whatever it is.
So okay.
Hypothetically
Okay.
speaking, this is all hypothetical.
So
just for
the
record.
one that got away is almost getting away. She just got engaged. You're sending a DM saying, "Hey, congratulations, the ring is nice. Mine would have been better," or something like that.
Come on, Love is
Like,
Blind.
I don't know how I would. I don't know how I would have done it because.
look, for me to answer the question, nah, ain't no coming back from this. Like, it's just done. The relationship is done. I don't see myself, for sure, not
Fighting
with
for
an
anybody?
engagement.
If they're engaged,
I think
It's
maybe
hard.
it's different.
Isn't
I
there,
think it's
isn't there a
different.
movie or a TV show in which the woman was like,
run the.
Love and
no,
Basketball.
Harlem. Oh,
I was thinking something other than that, but.
Yeah, no,
You said what?
the movie with Megan Good, Harlem Nights or Harlem. It's not
It's
a
just
movie.
Harlem.
Yeah,
The
the
show?
TV show. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a
I
part of
haven't
that.
seen that.
Damn, I haven't seen that.
My bad.
I just don't see myself because I have a lot more respect for people in their relationships. So it'd be one thing if we didn't work out and they're still single. But I just can't. I do not see myself ruining a relationship to try to get them back. That's just where I am right now, though.
I mean, but here's my thing. If you're going to do that, right, you've got to come with the ring.
You got to also say, like, I'm ready for marriage.
If you're really about to, like, fuck up her engagement, I feel like you need to be replacing that engagement with another engagement. That's just me. Like, I don't know any woman that's, well, I'm not going to say I don't know any woman because I'm pretty sure it's happened in all the history of women and men having relationships. Somebody then broke off an engagement to be a girlfriend again.
I don't know. I can't relate.
Or to be a boyfriend again. I don't know. But so you're saying you would wait until they are
you would go up until a
divorced
relationship
or whatever, and then
well, yeah. Let's say
again,
okay. Hypothetically speaking, there was a guy that I thought he was the one, and it didn't work out for whatever reason, and now he's in a relationship, like a new relationship. I just don't see myself like going after him, especially. But to your point, I think you have to really know because this is my toxic trait, right? I'll be like, man, I'm missing them, or we're supposed to be together. Let me break up this situation. We get back together. I'm like, see, now I remember why we didn't work out. I remember why.
But this is the one.
Okay, in your head, but
right.
Sometimes you do forget what happened,
right? And so now I got to break up with you again. After you didn't end your stuff, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So
it's always a tough one.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess for myself, I don't know if I would ever do that either. So I do feel like fighting for the one. Am I going to fight for a relationship? I kind of need solid evidence for me to fight. And
solid
that's me.
Evidence of that y'all are
it's
going
about to be reciprocated. Like if I'm gonna speak up, I need some evidence before I even put myself out there. So when you say fighting for the one, like, dang, what happened? Why we not together? Am I really the one if I'm thinking about it? And they not?
That's kind of where I am with it. That's why I think it's different for men and women. Not to say that women can't think like how you feel.
Of the movies they don't talk about.
Because look, Lee and I have had convos about this many times when it came down to love and basketball. I would not have been fighting for his heart. She had to do a lot of damn near begging for him to see that she was the one. For him to open his
eyes. And it's like,
but I mean, they were separate for a while. She was overseas. And this is the 90s, right? Late 90s. So it's not well, communication and long distance is a different concept than what it is now.
She was at home for a few months.
Well, how would
she got a job at the bank?
But how would he? No.
He didn't go visit his mama?
How would he know that she really felt that way until she stepped on that court with him? Because they hadn't seen each other. It took for him to get hurt for that to be the case.
For him to get hurt and for her to have to go out of her way to visit him at the hospital, right? Like I just
feel like living in two different countries.
We talk about this so often.
I know the third quarter is boring. I know how boring the third quarter is, but it was long.
The third quarter was her playing overseas?
It was after all of that stuff. Okay. So
no. Third quarter is college, right?
Third quarter is
First quarter is when they're kids. Second quarter is when they're in high school.
Third quarter is when they go to when she's playing overseas.
So it kind of like
second quarter was
just all college.
Yeah.
Actually, second quarter is just college. First quarter is childhood and high school.
Right.
No, first quarter is just the high school.
Okay.
Childhood and high school.
No, first quarter is just the childhood.
No, it's not.
No, I don't think so.
Because the childhood is very short.
Childhood?
Yes.
Very short. Yes, and then they go into high school. They speed up into high school. Second quarter is when they go to USC.
And fourth quarter is what?
Just the end.
It's like the end of it.
Her sitting on his lap at the basketball game. That's fourth quarter? No.
That's fourth quarter. That's how they did it.
Yes.
It's true. We've seen the movie enough. It's true.
Third, I'm telling you, I am saying that to say the third quarter is long. So like, there was enough time. She was overseas for a little bit, for however long, a couple years maybe. I think.
Give me my motherfucking credit.
And then what?
Third quarter was overseas.
No.
But wait, hold on, wait. We said that, right?
No. Third quarter was college.
I mean, yes.
Third quarter was college.
No, it's not.
Fourth.
I don't think third quarter was college.
Okay.
Right. So
That's the fourth quarter.
That's what we
right.
said.
We're saying
No,
the
no.
same thing.
No,
Third quarter is overseas.
but second
Fourth
is high
quarter is
school. Third quarter
professional.
is
So he's saying second is high school and college, and third quarter is when she goes overseas.
no. Fourth quarter is overseas.
I
Third quarter
know you
is
lying.
college.
You just said fourth quarter is
Fourth
professional.
quarter is professional NBA.
Yes.
It's WNBA.
Yes, she did.
That was at the end, but it
hell
doesn't
nah.
start
Okay,
at the
now-
fucking
we gotta hold on.
WNBA.
You're telling us
The
about
fourth, no, the fourth quarter is overseas, right? Third quarter is what? College?
The fourth quarter is in Barcelona.
Okay, we're done.
What's the
we're not
third
even
quarter?
gonna do this.
That's the answer.
We'll do this off air because this is too much.
No
now.
way.
I'm getting upset.
Nah. Damn.
See, we don't even know what that source is.
All right.
If it
Either way it goes,
she was fighting.
she was.
But at the end of the day, for me, if I was in her position, they were next door to each other. He was there. She was in the city. He saw her at the hospital. She was in town. He knew she was back.
Right.
So in that moment, for him to not have like said something.
So in that moment, after all the time they've been apart, he's over here in the States, she's overseas. He finally breaks his leg. He has a fiance. He should have left the fiance and then, like, first of all, he can't read her mind. So this
He can't read
is
whose
all
mind?
her fighting for him.
Yeah, I
it
mean, she did what
is.
she needed to do,
And
and,
I'm
she
saying
got her
I needed
man.
hints.
Yeah,
I
it's just
said
not
that's
for
all.
me.
Y'all would never be Monica. I got it.
Well, never say never, but for me, also context, we like to romanticize their relationship so much, but they were really only together. I don't even think they were together a full year. They slept together at prom. Prom is normally what, April, May,
Yeah, they really were together
Right.
only for 1 year.
a semester or so of
When
It was
college.
like halfway
'Cause he
through
went
the
after his-
season. Halfway through the season, he went to the league.
No,
and-
I mean, but they were together freshman year.
Well, we only
What?
got freshman year of college for them. We didn't see anything else
Well,
for
that's it.
college
That's it.
because they broke up,
I'm saying
right?
halfway through the season.
So they were
Like
together
basketball season, that's
maybe a
spring.
year, and then
But
it
I
seemed
mean,
like it
at
was
the fall.
rocky.
Yeah, it wasn't even a year.
Okay,
is
you're
what
right.
I'm
It wasn't even a
saying.
year. It was 6 months.
Maybe.
Essentially.
So for me, no. Am I going to go to the extent?
Thank you.
Girl, I mean,
Y'all be careful when y'all hit 35. Y'all be careful, okay?
I'm sorry. I don't believe
Why are you yelling?
That's
I was
my
like, oh, the
movie.
listeners.
That's
Right.
my movie.
Okay. All right. You got it.
I don't believe you.
I got to
believe what?
rewatch it my damn self because y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
It makes sense. Well, you know what? Whatever. Okay. So, all right.
So now the question is, at what point do you come to peace with the decision of letting the person just do their thing with the person that's not you?
I guess out of sight, out of mind for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If
And
I
you
gotta
do all
be
that
around
fighting
you.
and then
Look,
out
now
of
you can just
sight,
let
out
him
of-
go.
See, that's the problem.
That's what I
Well,
be
no,
talking
no,
about.
because
For me.
no. We're talking about being at peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying if I do all that and it doesn't work in my favor and I still have to be around you, there ain't no peace. At least not for me.
Now, when did you have to be around them to begin with?
I don't know.
When y'all was like separated.
I don't know. Maybe we got similar friends. We run in the same circle. No.
I don't know,
don't
man.
know
Finding
either.
peace with that situation probably, I mean, I don't see myself fighting that hard. And that sounds really bad. I don't know how hard I would fight for something I felt was the one, because I feel like in my head, and maybe it's too like fairy tale like, but I would think that it would be mutual.
That's how I am. And also, too, like, I guess, because I'm thinking about my real life stuff. To me, like, the person that is the one, like, I'm going to be with them. Like, why did this not work out? Right?
Right.
So, like, I personally in my life don't have anybody that I can reflect on and be like, that was the one. Like, I don't feel like
Some people
Can
find
do
peace
that.
in the rebound. You know.
Somebody what?
Some people find peace in the rebound.
Oh, okay. So you meant
No.
I mean, some
Come
people
on,
do.
let's not act like people don't jump into a relationship with a rebound. And
No, a lot of people
sometimes the
do.
rebound works.
a lot of people do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can definitely, I can see fighting for something if that other person is single. But yeah, once they're married or whatever, that's the piece for me. Like, congratulations. I wish you guys the best. And yeah.
Yeah, I no longer
That
need
love of
to
my
be
life, I'm gonna cry.
I mean, you can cry, right? And hopefully that brings you peace.
I'll be at the house by myself doing that.
Okay. So you're at peace when you don't see them anymore. Like you're blocking them from
So you
everything.
completely.
Yeah, I gotta remove myself from, just that situation. I don't want to come across their Instagram, see their happiness. I don't want to, live vicariously through the friends that are still friends with them. Like, I don't want any of that. I need you gone out of my mind, out of my sight.
Uh-huh.
And, eventually time heals wounds.
Okay, so let's do this. You're on the opposite side, right? So like you are in a new relationship, right? And this is somebody that you dated in the past. Is there a way that they could try to win you back while you're still actively with somebody? So is it a song? Is it a poem? Do they show up with the boombox outside the window? Like, what is it? Money? Hey.
Nah, I don't know. So
That's tough. That's tough to answer.
I don't know what it would take, but for me, for sure, it would have to be, I guess, we're talking about an ex. So I'm assuming there was some type of issue between us that caused us to break up in the first place. So I would imagine I would probably need some type of evidence of changed behavior or change, like something has to change. I don't think that I would be swayed by like money or material things. And it's funny that we say this because I know a lot of people don't watch Tyler Perry stuff, but Sisters has this situation right now where one of the girls has this guy, but he's rich. And so he has bought her like a car, bought her like all these designer clothes. And I mean, she's kind of rich too. And bought her a penthouse, like all in her name. And so these are kind of like the steps that he's taking to try to get her back. And I'm just like, some of the stuff that he was doing, I'm like, dang, I don't know. I might sway a little bit because it's a lot. It's very thoughtful stuff too. So it's not like a regular penthouse.
Here's a car, here's a house.
Right. Like it's stocked with stuff all about her, the color schemes that she likes, her pictures, or like certain art and things like that that she expressed that she wanted, a while back. And he kind of considered everything about it. So thoughtful gifts like that. I mean, I can't even relate to that kind of, like those kind of gifts. So at this point, it's easy to say like, no, I would turn it down and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know.
I feel you on that. I don't know if I too could be swayed into getting back with something. If I were to be in that situation, I'm not going to lie. I'm sure I would be very flattered by it because I watch a lot of movies. So it's just like, wow, somebody really wants to win me back. Okay. I think the answer may also be dependent on where I am in my current situation, right? Yeah. So if we are kind of not really seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, I mean, assuming we're not married, right? That's totally different. But if we're just like dating and I'm starting to feel like, oh, I don't know about this person or, whatever, if I were to get to that place, I could maybe see me being open to, trying to see where I could go with the ex. But to your point, I would have to have, like, there would have needed to be changed behavior, right?
In addition to, like, maybe some other things or whatever. But, like, the change behavior is almost like the foundation. Because what am I walking back into? Why would I walk back into something like that?
And I wouldn't even, so let's just go with that scenario. And I do end it with my current situation. I'm not jumping into that situation with the ex. We would have to take our time getting to know each other again, all that other stuff. It would not be an automatic, okay, I'm done with this person. And so now, like, what's good? Let's try this again. It would have to still be a very slow process.
It would have to be a redating situation. Like, starting over from scratch and you kind of did all this. And it was a lot of money that you maybe invested in that, but we still have to grow the foundation from bottom again.
Yeah, for sure. What about you?
What would it take? Man,
text back?
Honestly, it would probably, it just depends on the relationship, right?
Okay.
Like the relationship that I'm in and how new it is, how old it is, like just that quintessential vibe, you know?
Mhm.
Like, you know, there's some people that you've dated, like you haven't seen them in years, and you just stumble upon them one day, run into each other, and it's like, damn,
I miss
right
that.
where we left, you know? And it
Yeah.
just, in the current relationship is just pale in comparison. Like, I would need that,
Mhm.
right? To just see, okay, do we still got it? We still, but also, yeah, you're right. I need something at least concrete or tangible to be like, okay, this person is, they've changed and like things are going well for them, or, you know, it'd have to be something that I
Yeah.
can measure, like, is it worth leaving this? Because I'm guessing the relationship I'm in is stable, right? We don't want to make it seem as if I'm in a shitty relationship, because nigga, we vibe.
Right.
You know?
Like, so that's the part, right? Because obviously whatever I'm in has to be good in that moment. Whenever you're coming out to me, we have to be good for this to even be like a topic.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to bring up something really quick before we leave. I have been watching Ready to Love.
Okay.
I said I would not watch it after this past season, but here I am again. And
Potomac.
they're in the
Yeah.
Potomac. Are
It's
you
not that
watching? Have you seen
bad.
any episodes?
I haven't been.
I'm not going to lie. This show, it's kind of depressing. And
Why you say that?
this is
So,
Ooh, shit.
well, okay, obviously we're both watching it.
Yeah.
But
I was like, damn.
when I hear depressing and like coming from her, I'm thinking the same thing, because a lot of the women are fairly established as far as like whatever it is that they're doing in their own lane. They're most of the people on the show are attractive.
Yeah.
But they're single and they're like 40 or like they're
Well,
late.
But that's the game. Oh, it's just.
It's just like, you know,
Okay.
and never been married and never had this and never had this kind of relationship where they felt like they were ready to be engaged or never. And it's just like, man, I'm 30 and you telling me like somebody, you know, almost 40 or however old a lot of the women are. It's like, man, they haven't experienced that at all.
Yeah,
I
I ain't gonna
know.
lie. Hearing them talk like about finding true love and do, and they're 40. Granted, I'm not too far from 40, but it's like, I don't want to keep having that fucking conversation and talking
Yeah.
like
Right. And
that.
when do you let
And some-
that go?
Bruh, I don't know, man.
Well, see, I actually am more so saddened by the damn dating pool. It's just like, not to ish on the brothers, but let me tell you.
on the brothers.
I'm going to do so tactfully. I think that when I look at the show and the men that are represented on there, very good looking, a lot of them, right? A lot of them too are accomplished. But I'm just like, how old are y'all? Like, there's one guy in particular who I actually was like,
childish?
childish.
Okay, yeah.
Like, there was one guy on there. I thought he was very attractive. I was rooting for him. This is the guy. I think his name is Tori. He has locks.
Oh, okay.
I was rooting for him at first. However, shortly after, they show a scene of him going on a date with a woman, and he didn't force a kiss. I won't say that, but he definitely initiated a kiss, and you know, she kind of made it seem like she was,
It was
uncomfortable.
the bad timing.
Yeah,
But it looked like too.
but then he turns around and acknowledges that he kissed her just to confirm that there was nothing there. And I'm like, wait, you
So
just
the purpose of him
kissed
kissing
her?
her was to see if they had chemistry. But he
I
doubted
think
that they had chemistry.
He
just
did
wanted
it to
make
make
sure.
another girl jealous. That's really what it came down to. He did it to make another girl
But at the
jealous.
same
But
time-
you're 40. Why are you doing that?
I understand that, but then at the same time, it is TV.
I mean,
It is
TV. I
TV.
get it.
Come on,
Yes,
you know
I
they gotta make
get.
it
I get a
spicy.
little
I get it.
invested sometimes.
Yes,
I do.
yes,
I'm just-
true,
Gotta
true.
reel it
But
back.
yeah,
But
even
he
like
changed his whole behavior because first off, they're on a dating show. She was dating somebody else, and he changed his whole behavior once the girl that he wanted, I guess the one that he was fighting for,
Mhm.
right.
was interested in somebody else.
So that
like
was
she
his
was
piece.
supposed to be.
But let's not forget about old girl from the Washington season that was like, oh, I'm a intimate therapist and and old buddy made his intentions clear that he was interested in old girl, and then she just let this nigga go at the next fucking round.
Okay, that is
Like,
very
I mean,
true. She was not in
These
the
people-
same
these people be
space.
tripping on that show.
No, you're right. They do trip, and it's
People
clear
on
that a
there.
lot of them are just there to be on TV. There was one guy who I was so disgusted by. Are you caught up? Did you see this last episode?
I think so.
Okay, so they were letting him know that he's not ready to love, and he was so. I mean, just before even that scene, I was just hearing him speak, and a lot of the ladies were saying he didn't have any substance, that he was kind of superficial, all this other stuff, and you can see it on camera, like. He didn't really seem to have the type of engagement that other people were having with each other. And so it's just like, why are you on the show?
He was disconnected at times when it was like everybody there. It was very, very weird. But in that scene, I guess when they were about to say like he wasn't ready to love and so about to get kicked off the show, he acknowledged that someone basically put him on game and told him that was happening. And one...
Why you snitching?
Why? Because you knew that you were setting her up. Because why would you have her walk into that?
Right.
So, okay. And I don't blame her for walking away. I would have been like, all right.
Right.
I gotta go. But he was very, very rude to her. And so it's like, you're on a show. Was that genuinely, like, was that the time to show your ass like that?
But then here's the other thing, right? So this is where he clearly is just missing some screws, because he then, when he's getting interviewed for his exit thing, they're like, okay, well, you can still like pursue connections with, the people that you had connections with. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Like, I've been dating for 44 years and, I'm just good on dating moving forward. And it's just like, okay, so
why were
this
you
is a
here?
show where you're likely to get kicked off. The people that are voting you out likely are doing so because they don't have a connection with you. So why are you still there? And so for you to still not pursue the people that you thought that you had a connection with, it's clear you were just here to get camera time. And now you made yourself look crazy.
You look very crazy. And if I'm the girl that snitched to you and told you this because I thought we had a connection, and you
why
just
are you over
said,
here outing me? Why are you outing me?
You can't trust them.
You
try to help them. And they really just play you, because the thing is, now I'm gonna go back like, oh, he knew. Now I gotta go back to the ladies talk and be like, so.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
he was actually put on game.
I say that to say I am disappointed in the season. So I'm watching.
Disappointed in some of the conversations they're having. Disappointed in some of the, I guess, men. But not enough to, like, last season was tough to watch.
It was. This season, they had another scandal situation happen. Yeah, so one of the girls said that she no longer wanted to date somebody who she had the strongest connection with initially. So I actually saw what happened, or I read what happened. On the show, she was very tactful and did not explicitly say, I'm guessing she wanted to protect him.
Yeah.
But they were out and about. The cameras were not around, and he came behind her and for a picture. And so she made a joke like, oh, this is a prom pose or something like that. And he was just like, prom, and he like groped her breast. And she was uncomfortable about it. And so she says she didn't even tell the producers, that one of the men told the producers, and so that's how they found out about it. And
one of
so,
the men that were there.
Wait, but they record all the time.
They
Or
don't
is this
record.
off?
This is off. So
They're not
they
all the
only
time.
Yeah, so they're hanging out, right? And there's just certain
Off
times
camera,
where
they
the
hang out.
cameras will tune in.
Okay.
Right.
So they'll be like, all right, we're done recording for the day.
Yeah,
We going
right.
out.
That's probably when
Yeah.
stuff really be going down, when the cameras are
Right.
not
I
around.
feel like there is a lot for that show. One, it's compact. And so it's a lot of like recording, and they know when it's going to happen. But at the same time, they still be trying to get to know each other. Like even Tori and her, which I didn't realize, have been talking on the phone. She's like, yeah, we talk on the phone like every day. I'm like, I got time.
Right. So interesting. So the guy did remove himself from the show. He probably did so because he did not want to have, well, I don't know, I want to speculate, but
That was going to
he
be a
knew better.
storyline.
Yeah.
That was going to be the rest of the show. Everyone's going to bring it up. What happened? Why did you do this? Apparently, like, no.
because apparently they asked her if she wanted to press charges, they being the producers.
Ooh.
And she decided not to do so. And she also, again, did not specifically say on camera what happened, because this guy is a celebrity chef. Well, he's a chef, allegedly does stuff for celebrities, events, all that kind of stuff.
She
So
said inappropriate. Like she said he proceeded to like touch me inappropriately.
yeah.
And left it there.
Right. So apparently he has said some stuff, or maybe even denying what he's done. And so that's what made her come out and say exactly what happened. And apparently he's already admitted that he did something wrong on camera.
So what is wrong?
Yeah,
Why
again.
would you do that? You left the show. You thought it was big enough to leave the show and now come back and say like, I didn't do that.
Exactly. So anyways, we're going to just end it there. This was fun versus episode.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you like what you heard, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media at He Said, We Said. If you're listening and you didn't know this, we are also available on YouTube if you'd like to watch our facial expressions and whatnot. So any final words?
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Bye.